Okay. I just thought of something else I'd like to say. Not exactly testimony here, so about all the several, since March 9th, anyway. Or was it 10th? I forget already. But since we did that walkthrough, all those videos doing the walkthrough and the videos I've done since then, interviewing Ross. Anyway, all those I'm going to take to the magistrate and use them as evidence to show people, what happened and where it happened. Okay. So anyway, but I just wanted to say also, I had a little bit of a vision problem. And my son is getting into magic, card tricks and that kind of thing, and the coin tricks. And Ross, not now. Later. Later. Anyway, I said later. When I say later, that means go away. Jeez. Anyway, what was I saying? He interrupts me all the time. Oh yeah, because I have a little bit of vision problem, I don't pay attention to his magic tricks that well. I don't get that focused on what he's doing when he tries to do a magic trick. And because of that, the magician can't get me focused on what he's doing to distract me from whatever else that he's trying to hide, that he's doing, that he's trying to get me not to notice. Okay, and I kind of realized that Ross is not a very good magician, so he's not able to fool me at all. But hey, this is kind of a trick, switching devices, switching objects is one of the standard tricks that they do in magic. I don't know if anybody's ever watched that Masked Magician on Fox, Fox 35 here in Richmond. But the guy is masked. There could easily be two people, same size, same suit, same shoes, and same mask. Okay? Easily. So when he shows up, he pretends to disappear, and his doppelganger, his double, shows up somewhere else. And it makes you think, oh. That makes you think, hey, it's the same guy. No, it's not. And they got you so focused on the guy in the mask that when he shows up again later and he's got the same mask, but how do you know it's the same person behind the mask? You don't. You don't know that. I was able to figure that out easily. In the movie Prestige, Prestige, that whole movie is about cloning, okay? Tesla supposedly came up with a cloning technology. The magicians were trying to do a transporter technology, and what was actually, there's two magicians kind of competing with each other. And one of them, well, maybe both of them, I can't remember, but they went to Tesla, all right? And they thought they were after a technology that would transport somebody from one place to another. Instead, what they ended up with they had a cloning technology. And one of the magicians wanted to use the technology to do the transporter trick, but he didn't care for having a doppelganger or a double hang around after the trick was done. Okay, he wanted all the prestige for himself. He didn't want a bunch of double. He didn't want to, one double would have been enough, but he didn't want to share the prestige with his double. It was extremely selfish. So what he did, he had his double do the disappearing part on the stage while he did the reappearing part, okay, in the balcony behind the audience or something. And so he got all the prestige. He got to have everybody, he got to have the adoring audience adore him, all right? Meanwhile, the guy, his double, who's on stage, who just disappeared, he drops down into this tank underneath the stage. He knows he's going to drop down. He doesn't know that there's a tank there waiting for him. The tank has water in it. As soon as he drops down into it, it closes up on him, and he drowns. He drowned all his doubles several times. Numerous times. He had a number of, at the very end of the movie, you can see that he had a number of doubles, and they had all been drowned. And his competitor, the magician that was competing against him for the best act in town, I guess, I mean, he found out about all this, and in the end, he killed the other magician, but that was doing all the doubles, killing all the doubles. So anyway, that's what it's all about. It's just two devices, two people. How do you know that they're the same person or the same device? How do you know? How do you know? Did you really look into that? You move so doggone fast that you didn't, you didn't know. Just like that magician, he set things up to kill his double after he performed on stage. He didn't want his double to ever get the prestige, all right? They didn't want me to witness in front of a magistrate. That's what bugs me. They're intentionally keeping certain information from the magistrate. I got that right to go before the magistrate, and the magistrate would have seen me with the MP3 player on me. He would have seen it. He would have seen. He would have seen what the woman thought she saw, and he would have seen what was actually seen, what was actually there. He would have known the difference because he wasn't involved. All of them were involved, and somehow all of them, they got a hard-on just for my cell phone, and they weren't even paying attention to the obvious. I think the magistrate would have paid attention to the obvious. The obvious fact. Man, I mean, it's just so obvious to me, but I didn't know what they were really on me about. I wasn't taking pictures. So I had no idea what they were on me about. I didn't even believe that there was another woman. But now I do believe that there was another woman, that they were trying to get her to identify me and perhaps even identify the device in my hand. They got it. They got it all wrong. And it's because of their improper practices, totally illegal practices. Okay? They were supposed to take me to a magistrate. I intend to prove that they should have, and that they deprived me of a number of rights because they didn't. I mean, I guess I already knew that they were supposed to take me to a magistrate, but you know, they took me to the police station immediately when they could have taken me to the magistrate immediately. Instead, they take me to the police station and question me themselves. They're playing the role of the magistrate. The magistrate should have been there to question them and look at me and say, "Oh, wait a minute! Look at those earphones hanging around his neck. Aren't they connected to something?" I think the magistrate would have seen that. You know, this is why I'm upset that I was denied my right to face the magistrate at that time. You know, because since then, you know, how can I prove now, you know, with this, you know, I just took this, you know, it's critical that they take me to a magistrate at that time. They were supposed to take it forthwith. 19.2-82 and 19.2-59 of Virginia Code. I want to read that to you. All right, I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to read both of those to you in my next recording. Okay, because they're evidence, too. They're put out in the public. You should know about this. All right, so I'm going to stop there, and we're going to go read the law.